you're all familiar with the 2013 United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization's report indicating that eating insects is going to be necessary to fit a growing population, right?
Of course.
I am now.
Thank you. So, Little Caesars in the future is also aware of that, which is why, to cut costs and keep their price at $5 for the hot and ready pizza, they're going to start cutting all their ingredients with insects. I have for you today the all-insect $5 hot and ready Supreme Pizza, now with extra garlic butter.
Yum.
So, oh gosh. So, what are these insects more specifically?
Okay, so we have chicatana ants from Mexico, really delicious, a personal favorite. We have mealworms and crickets, all cooked in garlic butter, and then there is cricket flour in the crust. Stevie, please.
Oh, me too? Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
Why is the crust almost purple?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's all the crickets. It's actually equal parts cricket flour and organic bread flour because
Cricket
organic's
flour.
important.
Oh my
Cricket
God.
flour
Okay,
is a
dink
thing.
it.
Okay. Dink it.
And
Dink it.
sink it.
Oh.
Well,
Oh my God. It fell in my lap. They fell in my lap. They're in my mouth. In my lap.
You having trouble?
There's a good amount of crunch happening in my mouth right now.
yeah. I don't know about $5, but I'd pay like $4.50 for it.
I can really taste the garlic butter.
There's something that has punctured the back of my throat, and I think it's some sort of beetle leg.
Probably a cricket leg.
They're sharp.
Yes.
I will say, it's ready, but it's not hot.
Not hot.
Yeah.
It's been sitting in my trunk for 5.5 hours.
It's better than uterus.
Right.
You know, I will eat the rest of this later. I promise.
Okay, so Josh, Food Fears just ended its summer run. Future Fast Food is the new show. It premiered today.
Yes.
And I have a clip of next week's episode, which I don't think anybody on stage, anybody out there hasn't seen either. I've been seeing a lot of comments that, hey, wouldn't it be great if Mythical Chef Josh's shows continued into the fall? And I think that kind of would be great, so why don't we do it?
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. How about...
Okay.
Hold on, we haven't discussed this. So,
Yeah, so every
I approve.
Sunday with season 16 of Good Mythical Morning, Josh will have a show, and we're going to be bringing back shows from the summer and new shows and all kinds of surprises with Mythical Chef Josh. But for now, on Saturdays during Good Mythical Summer, you can catch Future Fast Food. And how about a little preview clip of next week?
Let's do
How
it.
about it?
Let's do it.
When you hear the words Big Mac, Egg McMuffin, Sausage McGriddles, you're instantly transported to a world of McWonder and McFilthy ball pits. But who has 3 thumbs and knows what the next huge McDonald's menu item will be? This guy. This is Future Fast Food. Future Fast Food, entry number 4864. In my quest to predict and make every viral fast food item of the future, today I find myself in the glow of the Golden Arches. McDonald's is one of the largest restaurant chains in the universe, yet they constantly find themselves way behind the cultural curve. Kale was at its most popular in 2010, kale hit the McDonald's menu in 2015, sriracha hit its spicy peak in 2012, yet first appeared in a Mickey D's in 2017. Remember when sliders and massive burger monstrosities were everywhere? Me too. I also remember when McDonald's gave us tiny Big Macs and huge Big Macs a whole 4 years later. To know what the future of McDonald's food looks like, we need to look at what people are eating right now. Oh, which reminds me, I have to make reservations to that new spot in Koreatown before it fills up. McDonald's future fast food is the Kimchi Bacon Ramen Big Mac. They just don't know it yet. We're starting off with our kimchi and our special sauce. So we have our pot right here melting with equal parts American and cheddar cheese. Now we have to puree some kimchi. Just gonna go ahead and dump that kimchi right into the blender. The American cheese really lets it all bind together. And I know this seems like a really complicated recipe for McDonald's to make, but in the future, due to a worldwide dairy shortage, all cheese is actually gonna be half kimchi. And it's just like a way to bring people together, you know? So we're just gonna add some kimchi puree into that. And then this is called gochugaru. It's Korean chili flake. So you whisk this all together. keep it all nice and melty. And then we're actually gonna like reform our new hybrid cheese. Spread that onto a non-stick. And this is gonna re-solidify in the fridge, and you're gonna cut it into squares. We gotta do a radish kimchi special sauce. So we're just gonna add some of the radish kimchi right to the mayonnaise base. Then in goes mustard, a little bit of rice vinegar, some garlic powder, then just a little bit of salt and MSG. That's your radish kimchi special sauce. So we gotta get our gochujang candied bacon going. And in the future, bacon will actually be given out like they give out free ketchup packets now, because China is actually building a 100,000 pig deep farm that's gonna make pork so inexpensive. It's gonna be like the Soylent Green of the future, except it's actually just bacon, and everyone's gonna be incredibly unhealthy. I mean, it's gonna be just like an absolute nightmare. So we're just gonna massage that in there, get all the sugar and the gochujang and the soy coating it. We're gonna take our bacon strips, lay it out on a sheet pan, and these are gonna go right into the oven. About 350 degrees for like 20 minutes. Perfect. Now we gotta do our bulgogi burgers. Each are gonna be about a half pound. Those are gonna be griddle cooked, which is what McDonald's does. Bam. So when we have our burgers on the grill, we gotta do the bulgogi marinade. Inside we're doing soy. This is Asian pear. We got scallions, sesame oil, fresh ginger. That was the most athletic thing I've ever done. And then we got chopped garlic and a little bit of Korean chili flake, gochujang. And then we're just gonna go ahead and blend this up. All the sugars from the fruit are really gonna caramelize on the beef after we flip it and glaze it. A lot of people have concerns about McDonald's use of pink slime. No one's gonna be concerned about it in the future because they will actually develop cows that are only made out of pink slime. They have no faces, they have no reproductive organs, there's no udders to milk it. It would literally just be pink slime made in a centrifuge attached to bones. You may think that sounds disgusting, but in the future, almost everything's disgusting.
Yeah, let's give it up for mythical chef Josh. Every Sunday starting this fall.
And every Saturday right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so we have our first Twitter question. I tweeted that this was not going to be a typical Q&A, so I wanted atypical questions, and boy, did you guys serve those up. So the first one's from @Hasseldorp, who says, if you had to have one thing come out of your belly button each time you sneezed, what would it be and why?
I actually think that my belly button already oozes every time I sneeze. Yeah, there's a lot of force.
What does it ooze?
I don't know, like link juice.
Oh,
That's what I call it.
You should see someone about that.
I bottle it. I keep it refrigerated.
Is that your answer?
No, that's
More link juice?
no. It doesn't taste great. I haven't found a good use for it. So,
But you are saving it.
And tasting it.
this is a twisted question.
I think it's a great question. It's just really hard to narrow it down to what one thing I would want, but I think it would be a little smoky.
Oh, you're talking about like a little sausage?
The little sausages that a lot of times when I get myself around little smokies, I eat too many, but this would be like portion control.
Yeah.
Because I don't sneeze, but maybe 3 times a week, 3 little smokies a week. That sounds like a really good.
Of course,
Great.
you're gonna think about food. I mean, if it were food for me, it would be peanut butter. But I would want it to out in such a way that it like.
Yeah, I thought of that. That's the little smoky comes out. Just you got to catch it. But
I would want maybe the peanut butter would just fountain. And because when you chew, you go down, and then the peanut butter comes out, and I could probably develop the skill of
Yeah.
it going straight into
but
there.
if you missed, it would just look like you snotted yourself,
That's true.
which is a problem.
That's not my answer then. I think my answer is every time I would sneeze, my belly button would say Gesundheit.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, a phrase would come out of your belly
A phrase would come out, and it would be Gesundheit. Because if there's nothing as soul crushing as sneezing and then no one saying
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Oh
or
my gosh.
Bless
Every time
you.
I'm nodding, the entire desk is just shook.
That's just another earthquake.
Yeah, I know. Whoa.
And then I would then have hope that slowly over time I could train my belly button, not unlike a parrot, to expand its vocabulary beyond Gesundheit.
I
Perhaps
think that's
in
against the
English.
rules. I think that's against the rules.
I'm just saying I would do it. I would break the rules. Secretly, I would train my belly button to speak. And it would probably be another language,
Okay.
just so I could travel places
Cool.
and
I think
at least speak through my abdomen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a good answer.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an answer that, you know.
Fine,
Okay.
a little smoky. I'll go with you.
Look at what comes out of my belly button.
Wow.
That's your answer? A
Yeah,
novel.
every time I sneeze, I want a copy of The Lost Causes of Bleak Creek to come out of my belly button.
As long as it counts
okay.
as a sale.
So, so if you guys haven't been over to the Mythical booth yet, you should go check it out. We have a whole I'm just going to say Bleak Creek at this point, a whole Bleak Creek side to the booth. You can get a tattoo, a real tattoo.
She's got one.
Airbrushed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can also take photos inside of the cover.
Yep.
But you'll notice something different about this copy. This has little sticky notes in it, and that is because I asked Davin to go through the book and pick out some of his favorite quotes, and I figured that you could read some of the quotes from the book that he liked the best, and this will be the first time that the Mythical Beasts hear you read anything from the book. So I know you haven't seen these, but and really neither have I, but Davin has, and I feel like that's good enough.
I've seen the quotes.
Okay.
Because we wrote the book, but
Oh, yes.
I don't know
You
which
guys
ones-
want to hear parts of the book that no one has ever heard?
Here, why don't you read the first one and I'll hold the book for you because I don't think we can do two things at once. Do you want us
Okay.
to go through all of these right now?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. He's numbered.
Yeah, you got to go with
number
number 1 first.
one. I got it. That's why he'd been so calm, willingly letting them guide him along blindfolded and gagged.
Yeah. Okay. Is that all? That's all that was marked?
That's all that Davin liked of the prologue.
Okay. Well, I mean, they've seen the prologue, so maybe we should go a little bit deeper into stuff they haven't seen.
Okay.
Okay, here's chapter 2, Rhett.
Well, boys, Steve McClendon began. I think we all know why you're here.
Okay. These are seeming to, like, they're a little short, but there's
You
a lot
know-
of them, so.
This one's a little bit longer. This one's a little bit
Okay.
longer.
Okay, this is from page 64. If you're following along. Thank you. Yeah. Leif's heartbeat quickened. Here it was. For better or worse, they were both going to lay it all out there. Yeah, he said, I could. His whole body tensed as he waited for Rex's response. Come on, David. Out of context.
How did you make?
How he's turning our novel into fan fiction.
And it really is in there. I mean, that.
I had no idea that this was going to go this way.
Whitewood slowly pulled his hands back down, then carefully put his gloves on.
Hey, you're learning something though. Whitewood's got gloves. Okay, tab number 5. We are well into the book now, page 233. Who's your favorite? Ben asked. What? Your favorite Ninja Turtle. I see you're a fan, Ben said, gesturing to Rex's underwear.
It's all in
not,
there.
It ain't like that. Where is Davin? I want him to stand out here and be held accountable for these choices.
David, are you back there?
I'm back here, and that was my favorite quote, by the way.
He's on a mic. He's got a mic back there.
Oh, yeah, he has a mic.
Golly, this is horrible. Again, out of context. On page 246, when 5 or 10 minutes later his body seemed to have finished, Wayne rolled over onto his back, utterly spent. Ruby, he thought as he passed out. If you only knew what this was actually about and this scene.
I love it.
I hate it. I love the book, though.
Page 276.
No, it was 7. It was,
Oh, you already.
Yeah, there was another one on 7. It was 6 and 7 were back to back. It was that 7.
Why didn't you read both of them? Get it over with. He waited for everything to turn dark, bracing himself for the violent ejection. It never came. David, we may not release our novel.
Hey, you guys wrote this.
Yes, we did.
On page 276, he took out her gag and untied her hands from behind her back.
Spoiler alert.
Is that it?
No, there's one more. It's number 9.
Oh,
I'm not turning it for you. I think you haven't picked up on that yet. I'm just handing you the book every time.
2 pages here. This is from the acknowledgments. See, he really went deep. Like everything in our career, we couldn't have done this alone. Well, maybe we could have, but it would have sucked. Thank you to, and then he wants us to skip ahead to the next page. Oh. Thank you to each and every mythical beast who has supported our creative aspirations. We consider it a privilege to be on this journey with you. Keep on being your mythical best.
Woo! That one was harmless.
Everything is so much better in context. Please pre-order the book and
Yeah,
don't hold this
bleakcreek.com.
against us.
If you guys don't have it already, bleakcreek.com. It's awesome. David, thank you so much for picking out those quotes.
Yeah, we'll talk later,
thanks.
David.
You know what? I'll use
David.
this as a plate for my bug pizza. There we go. Okay, I have another question from Mythical Beast at Sammy75J. Here's one for the guys, Stevie. Thank you. If you were invisible for 10 minutes right now, what would you both do?
I would strip down naked. There's nothing as freeing as being naked.
We stopped reading the quotes from the book.
I'd strut around, and I just like the pressure of having to get back on stage and get fully clothed before it wore off, in a Cinderella kind of way. I don't want to turn into a naked pumpkin walking around VidCon.
Yeah, that would be problematic. I would just sit here and enjoy everyone conjecturing about what I might be doing.
Yeah, that's good.
I would probably have to elevate so you wouldn't see that my indention on the couch. So I would just be like this
So you would air chair for
10 minutes.
minutes.
Yep. I might do it right now.
And or just stand up. But that too. Okay, how many of you guys are members of the Mythical Society? Yeah.
Semper Curiosus.
So this summer we've been launching a bunch of Society originals over on mythicalsociety.com. And one of my absolute favorites is Hi Daddies with Cotton Candy Randy. Episode 3 doesn't come out until August, I believe. But how about we take a look right now?
I've been known to give birth in my sleep. Let's take some calls. Hi, Daddies. It's me, Randy. It's time for us to take some calls. And by us, I mean me. Let's get to it.
Hi, Randy. This is Nicole. I'm just wondering, what's a good Father's Day present to get? Please help me. Thank you.
I think you mispronounced it. It's pronounced Daddy's Day. And for your daddy on his special day, get him the thing that every daddy wants. Meat in his sleep. When he's sleeping, lay your meat out on his face. It can be anything. Pork, chicken, possum, dog, or even horse. Once Daddy wakes up, he'll know that it's Daddy's Day and he's covered in delicious blood. Let's take a new call.
Hey, CCR. This is Michael. I just wanted to ask your question about something. I like somebody I work with, and I was wondering if you think I should take a chance on it or if I should not take a chance on it and remain safe and make my work not a complete disaster. This is Michael again. Please call me back as soon as possible. Goodbye.
That's not how this show works. I don't call you. I don't know where you got the idea that I was calling everybody personally, but that's just not how we do things here. But I'm happy to answer your question. Well, when it comes to dating coworkers, there's that old expression, don't poop where you eat. But personally, I think that's wrong. I love to poop where I eat. That's why I poop at Kentucky Fried Chicken and nowhere else. Let's take another call.
Hi, Randy. This is John. When I whisper sweet nothings to my wife, I think of you. Bye.
When I whisper sweet nothings to your wife, I think of Rhett and nothing else. Rhett with a beautiful beard. Rhett who always wins the games. And Rhett who isn't a low-down, dirty slug who's trying to take Rhett away from me. Let's take a new call.
Hi, Cotton Candy Randy. My name is Kat Sains, and I'm just calling to ask, what's a good age for me to start being a cougar? Thanks. Bye.
68. Nice. Huh? Nice, yeah. Let's take a new call.
Hey, Randy, this is Kevin. I had a question for you. How do you wash your hair? It always looks so immaculate, but I don't know how it works out. And if you wouldn't mind, if you could demonstrate for us how you keep it so glorious.
I don't use any particular product on my hair. I just use threats. I threaten my hair and tell it, if it doesn't shape up and look amazing on camera, I'm gonna do awful things to its family, who I have in the trunk of my car. You hear that, hair? You'll never see him again unless you straighten up for my big photo shoot. Okay, that's all the juice I got in me today, daddies. Remember, if you want some advice, leave me a message at 1-855-HI-RANDY. That's 1-855-447-2639. All right, I'm gonna get out of here and rewatch True Detective Season 2. I don't care what anybody says, Colin Farrell is a treat. Bye, daddies.
Always a pleasure.
Happy Cotton Candy Day, daddies.
Hi, Randy.
Hi.
Hi. Whoa. A lot of daddies out there today. Hopefully someone out there can help me clean out my garage.
Okay.
Hey, Rhett, you want to hear a sweet nothing?
What do you think?
I think you do, big guy. There's room in my apocalypse bunker for two. I can't wait for the end of all things. Hey, Glasses, I left you a surprise in your car. You want a hint as to what it is? It's a bag of pee-pee.
That wasn't much of a hint. That was kind of you're just telling me that you put a bag of pee in my car.
Yeah, but where'd the pee come from? That's the surprise. I'll give you a hint. It's a possum.
Randy,
Yeah?
since you're here, would you mind answering another question that we got, someone called in?
Yeah, sure. I
Yeah?
just
Okay.
got to be in Chatsworth by 4.
Okay. All right, let's hear it.
All right.
Hi, Cotton Candy Randy. This is Megan from Nashville, Tennessee.
Are we hearing it?
I'm having issues with a coworker.
Not
I don't
very,
think we're
not
hearing
very
it.
loudly.
I'm not hearing it.
Hi, Cotton Candy Randy. This is Megan from Nashville, Tennessee. I'm having issues with a coworker. What advice could you give on dealing with a narcissist at work?
Yeah, I think the caller was asking what to do when you work with a narcissist. I know a little something about that. Sometimes you go into work and there's a narcissist there and he's all, look at my glasses, look at my glasses. I can't win a game, look at my glasses.
I've never actually said, look at my glasses.
Yeah, you're saying it with your posture. Here's what I like to do. I like to tell myself that they don't affect me and my attitude. And I just close my eyes and sing a happy song to myself. It goes something like this. I am the destroyer. I'll outlive you all. Sing with me. I am the destroyer. I'll outlive you all. And then I feel great.
Thank you, Randy. That was so helpful. I think we're all going to do that now.
Thanks. All right. Well, like I said, I got to be in Chatsworth by 4. I'm buying a freezer off Craigslist. Bye, daddies.
Bye, Randy.
Bye,
Bye.
daddies. Bye, all the daddies.
I thought wearing his shirt would
No.
change our relationship dynamic.
It's pandering. It's pandering. He sees right through it.
Probably
Nope.
made it worse.
Actually, the next question is kind of themed to whatever just happened. It's from @CrazyQuantum, who asks, who could better survive life in prison? Out of the two of you, I'm assuming.
Do you think Linky Poo's gonna fare too well in prison? You're gonna be a real sweet peach in prison.
I'll know my worth.
Wow.
I feel like I would fare pretty well. I'm not saying I'm really good at gang affiliations, but I'll do what I gotta do.
Whoa. That's real. That's real.
No, that's the only way. That's the only way to survive.
Kids, if there's anything to take away from
You got to join a gang. You got to join a gang.
unapologetically.